Come on, all I need is one high roll. Oh, ho, 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 baby, we got the high roll. We got the freaking high roll. Oh, ho. Maybe even two now. Even freaking two now. Yes, yes, give it to me. Oh, and they just scoop. Oh, man. What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MTG Malone. Thank you guys so very freaking much for tuning in on this beautiful Saturday. For me, it is not, because you might have recognized that I'm still wearing the same shirt as yesterday. My hair looks exactly the same. How is this possible? Well, your today is my yesterday. Your yesterday is my today, because I will be recording 2 videos for 2 days in a row, 4 videos in 2 days because I'm leaving for the weekend, but I will make sure to have a fresh new video every single day for you guys on this channel. So if you didn't do so already, subscribe for a fresh new deck every single day. I would appreciate it very freaking much, and you will as well if you get those daily dose of MTG Malone right into your brain every single day. But enough with the yammering, let's get into the Las Vegas hammering. Today we're playing a luck-based deck, and oh my lord, it is so much fun. So much freaking fun. Oh my lord, I cannot remember the last time I laughed so much while playtesting, and I hope that these games will just be as bonkers as they were in playtesting, because this deck is crazy. It is the Delina Wild Mage deck. Whenever she attacks, you choose a target creature you control, and then you roll a d20. Then you create, for 1 to 14, a tapped and attacking token of that creature, except if it's legendary. Now it is not anymore, and that part is very important here. And then at the end of your combat, you exile that creature. So that token gets in there for a damage and then leaves. But if you roll a 15 to 20, you may roll again after creating one of those creatures. So that means if you're rolling 3, 15 to 20 in a row, now you have 4 Delinas, and that is so freaking awesome. So, and to make sure that we roll these cards, these dice, we have the Barbarian Class. It's our only 1-drop together with the Frostbite, but it is our only real 1-drop, because we can drop it. The other one, we just, cast it. So, if you roll 1 or more dice, instead you roll 2 dice now, or that many plus 1, so yeah, but in our case it's 2, and then you ignore the lowest roll. So if you're rolling a 15 and a 12, you ignore the 12, you just get the 15, and then you can roll again, thanks to the Delina's second ability of 15 to 20. For the level 2, whenever you roll 1 or more dice, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains menace until end of turn. So if you're on level 2, and you roll with the Delina, and now you get a 15, now both the creatures that you created will get menace, because you roll again. That means whenever. Not every turn, because whenever. That means for the first time you get it, for the second time you get it, for the third time you get it as well. It is just so good. And the level 3 says all of your creatures have haste, which is also so very important in this deck, because if you are able to just play it out, like turn 1 Barbarian Class, turn 2 you level it up to level 2, turn 3 you level it up to level 3, turn 4 you put down the Delina, you get in there for a lot of fun. Holy freaking smokes, it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you have 2 or 3 of those out, you roll 2 or 3 more dice, and that is very freaking awesome. So, what creatures do we want to copy with the Delina as well? Well, for once, the Magda, because it is very freaking awesome, because whenever you copy the Magda, it will give other dwarfs +1/+0, and that means that for the first one, both of your Magdas will now be 3 ones, then there will be 4 ones, then there will be 5 ones, and so on. So the Magda will become very freaking strong, and if you have your level 2, they will get menace. So yeah, they really have to choose which one to block if they can even block it. So that is one of those creatures, and she's legendary, so she doesn't care about it, because this says, except it is not freaking legendary. Also, you get a treasure for the first time you attack in, but not for the second Magda that you make, because she will already be tapped. And it says when she becomes tapped. So, but you can still make yourself a treasure, which is very important and kind of our sub-theme in here, because we're all about that gambling and those treasures. So, the Magda, pretty good. You will now have a lot of Magda. They will get sacrificed at the end of your combat, but that is alright. The second creature that we really want to do this with is the Inferno of the Star Mounts. It's a legendary dragon with flying and haste, and it can be countered, so that is very freaking good. And if you attack in, well, it attacks in for 6, but if you copy it with the Delina, now you might have 2 of those, and that is just 12 damage through the air. Then, of course, we have also Goldspan Dragon in here, because as I said, we're about those treasures, and it is also a very good creature to target with your Delina, because it has haste, it's a 4/4, flying through the air, so it is very good. But one, oh my lord, the coup de grace. Yes! Another Moraug deck. Holy freaking smokes. This is so good. All of your creatures get +1/+0 for each time they attack this turn. So the first time they attack in, they will already have +1/+0. And whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you get an additional combat phase after this one and untap all of your creatures. So that means if you have your Delina out, and now you get this Moraug on the battlefield, and it gets haste because of the Barbarian Class. You attack in, you copy the Moraug, you roll the dice once more, and once more, and once more. Now, you have 4 Moraugs, and then they will all give each other +4/+4. That means that they're 10 6s, and if you have the level 3, now they have Menace. They're 10 6s with Menace. That is insanity. And yeah, if you also have your Inferno of the Star Mounts out, he will be a 10 6 as well. It is just crazy. It is just freaking crazy. And then you drop a land, and you just do it all over again. Yes, the tokens will get exiled before the land hits the battlefield, but they will be here again because of the Delina and the Barbarian Class. So it is insane how many attacks you can get in with this deck, how crazy much damage you can get out there in one single turn that you roll the dice. It is insanity. Trust me. Delina, Moraug, you're such a good team. Even if you don't have the Delina, you only have the Moraug, but you drop an Inferno and then a land. Now you're getting in there for 7 and then for 8 with the Inferno. That is just crazy. Freaking crazy. Sadly, it doesn't work with treasures because we have a lot of way to make ourselves treasures and to survive as long as possible. First off with the Frostbite, just for the early game, get rid of those creatures in the freaking early game. Then we have 2 Dragon's Fires, because it's just such a good removal. If you have an Inferno of the Star Mount in your hand, you can deal 6 damage to a creature or a Planeswalker. What else do you want? Nothing, I tell you. Then we have, what else do we have? We have the Draconic Intervention. This deals X damage to each non-dragon creature, where X is the amount of mana. That is the cost of a... Wow, I said it's so complicated. So, you exile the target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard, and then you deal X damage, where X is the mana value of the exiled card. So if you're exiling your Unexpected Windfall, you now deal 4 damage to each non-dragon creature, and that is very good because this is a dragon, so it doesn't care. This has 6 toughness, so it doesn't care, and this is a dragon as well, it doesn't care. Yes, you will lose maybe your Delina and your Magda, but at the point that you got your Moraug and your Inferno of the Starman out, you really do not care about that. So, that is why the Draconic Intervention is very good to, in the worst case, push the button and get in there. And if you have your Barbarian Class out now, no matter what you play, afterwards, it will have haste. So that is very freaking good. So, Draconic Intervention, very important in this deck. Then we have the Unexpected Windfall. You discard a card, you make yourself 2 treasures and draw 2 cards. Same as with the Seize the Spoils. Here, you only make 1 treasure, but it costs 1 less, so it is alright. And with these, we can make sure that we find whatever we need, and we are able to play whatever we need as fast as freaking possible. Also, get them in your graveyard for the Draconic Intervention. It is so important. And if your Magda is out and you have a lot of treasures, you can now get yourself an Inferno of the Star Mount for free, because for 5 treasures, you can search your library for a dragon or an artifact which you don't have any of, so it's just dragons. So you get the dragon onto the battlefield, and both of your dragons have haste anyways, so that is very freaking awesome. If you put it on the field and have 5 treasures, no matter what to do, they're doomed. You will get that dragon. So, a very, very fun, very gambly deck, but trust me, nobody expects it, and it is so fun and strong. Land-wise, we have 21 beautiful snow-covered mountains for the Frostbite, that is the only reason, and we have 3 Dean of the Bugbear, Because if we can get in there with the Dean of the Bugbear for the last bit of damage, that would be very freaking nice. It may come up. Also, if you play this as your first or your second land, it comes in untapped, otherwise it enters tapped. So thank you guys so very freaking much. I hope you will enjoy this deck because I sure as heck will. I enjoyed it in playtesting already so freaking much. It is so fun. It is a freaking Moraug deck with the Inferno of the Star Mount. These are like my 2 favorite big drop red creatures ever, together with the Goldspan Dragon, of course. But yeah, these 3, like, my favorite creatures of all time. And the Delina, I absolutely had to try it out. So I hope you will enjoy. Now we'll see you all in those Gambly Games. Alright, so the first really janky deck that we're playing, we're up against Basic Instinct. Very nice name. Very nice name. I really like this hand. I really do. I mean, yeah. We can put down the Barbarian Class, put down the Magda. We have to seize the spoils. So, yeah. What you gonna do about it, opponent? What you gonna do about it? The seize the spoils is just so good in this style of deck because you can just get your treasures out. We're up against... Oh, it's a life gain deck. Alrighty, alrighty. So this Draconic Intervention will be very sweet. Very freaking sweet as soon as we have something to actually put it on. Okay, yeah. That is still alright. It is still alright. Unexpected Windfall. So, hopefully we can... if we cannot seize the spoils here, we will... if we cannot Unexpected Windfall here, we will seize the spoils. That is something that... It's a Blizzard Pro. Just immediately. Not even going to chill. Just... Okay. I mean, that is fine with me. That is actually fine with me. So, they have a little bigger kitty cat now. We do have to seize the spoils here though, and we will get rid of 1 Unexpected Windfall in hopes that we can find some good stuff. Oh yes, this is going to be very good. This is going to be very, very good. Alright, the Righteous Valkyrie. That is still alright. As I said, we have the Draconic Intervention and we aren't afraid to use it. Are we using it yet? Yeah, we're using it now because they're very close to triggering this Righteous Valkyrie, so let's not. Let's frickin' not. I don't want you to. Alright, so we wipe the board very efficiently here. We now have the Dean of the Bugbear, we have the Unexpected Windfall, there's a Luminarch Aspirant. I don't really care about that, to be honest. So, we could go full-on hasty boys here, and I think we should. Because that means that next turn we can play our Moraug and get in there for some tasty damage. Some freaking tasty damage. And then we can play the Inferno of the Star Mount. So yeah, I think we're looking still pretty a-okay here. Not gonna lie, still pretty a-okay here. So yes, we're taking 4, but who even cares about that anymore? Who even cares about it? So we have the Draconic Intervention, ready to rock and roll. So we're getting in there. For 6. And now we're getting in there once more for 8. And unless they have like the perfect answer here, we freaking get them next turn with our Draconic Intervention. And we also have the Inferno of the Star Mount, so yeah, it's looking pretty good to be honest. Looking pretty good to be honest. I wouldn't say so if it wouldn't be looking so pretty good. I mean, we were pretty lucky to have the Draconic Intervention, but that is why we have all these discard spells in our hand just to make sure that we can find them. Alrighty, they have another Luminarch Aspirant. Okay, well, this is kind of what I said when I said I hope they aren't beating us real good here. But if we find a land is all we need. A land is all we freaking need to win this game. And if we can find a land here, we freaking win the game. Oh, my lord. There it is. Oh, there it is. Get in there. Block, my friend. Block away. I found the land. Oh, man. So good. So fine. Gonna make this game all mine. Alright, so they won't like what we're doing next. What we're doing next will shock them. Oh, baby. Get in there. Get your lifelink deck out of here. So no matter how this turns out from now on, we got in with 1 Moraug and 1 freaking Inferno of the Star Mount. What else do you want? Nothing, I tell you. Absolutely nothing. You want nothing else. That is it. The video's done. Now we're just here for some fun. Now we're just here for some good old fun. Opponent's going first once more. But we have the Barbarian Class and the Frostbite, and we have a Goldspan Dragon, so let's keep it. Let's freaking keep it. We're up against another mono-white deck. Do not like to see it. So, no need to put down the Barbarian Class yet. I think we're just Frostbiting this Monk of the Open Hand, and whatever he puts down afterwards. So, he's just attacking in. Okay. We will see if he does anything else. Do you now? Do you do anything else? We will find out. We will frickin' find out. They aren't. They aren't putting down anything else, so we Frostbite the sucker. Alright. So the Dean of the Bugbear is also very nice here. Very nice. All we need is one more land to be very happy, because then we can have our Goldspan Dragon into Inferno of the Star Mount. Alrighty. Alrighty, where are you putting the counters though? Where are you putting the counters though? Alright, they're being smart here. I respect that. I freaking respect that. They're being freaking smart. But we have the Dragon's Fire now, so everything is still a-okay. I'm not gonna lie. But one more land would be very awesome. One more land would be very freaking awesome here. So. Yeah, that is fine with me. That is actually fine with me. Let us see if they're doing anything else. They're not. So we're getting rid of this Usher of the Fallen, because that will become very obnoxious very soon. We found another Seize the Spoils here. Well, we found a Seize the Spoils here. So I think that, to be honest, I'm going to get rid of the Goldspan Dragon. I know how that sounds, but the Inferno of the Star Mount is just so much better here. So much freaking better. And we can play it next turn, so yeah. What are they going to do about a 6/6 flyer through the air? They now have the Luminarch Aspirant, so maybe we'll wipe in the board before we do so. But we can also do it afterwards, so let's just do it afterwards. Let's just freaking do it afterwards. We have another Goldspan Dragon, so that is so good. So freaking good. And yeah, we're just attacking him with the Inferno of the Star Mount here. We're just doing it. I mean, we will take 5 next turn, but they will take a lot more. Just a lot freaking more. Oh, Inferno of the Star Mount. You are my favorite new dragon. You are my favorite new dragon. You're just a beast. A freaking beast. Alright, so we have the Goldspan Dragon. That means that we can attack in for 10 if we really want to. And now we also, well, but I think we're just going to use the Skycliff, the Draconic Intervention here. Just to send a freaking message. Just to send a message. Alright. So they think they're super smart, getting in there for 5. And yes, we have to use the Draconic Intervention here. Otherwise, we would just be dead. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Let me see the battlefield. Oh, they can't still... Alright, they still have the Code Spell Cleric. But that is alright. We're getting rid of everything else. We are getting rid of everything else. And we can block the Code Spell Cleric with our little... And a scoop! To the power of the Red Dragon Rush. Oh, baby, get in there. Alrighty. I love it. I freaking love it. Now we won 2 games in a row. And what else do we want? Nothing. We're up against John Kotsky. He's number 517 in the world freaking rankings. But we do have a nice hand here. And we are going first, so I'm inclined to keep this. I'm really inclined to keep this. If we now had a Barbarian Class, but we can never seem to get the Delina plus the Barbarian Class in the same freaking hand. Well, we have 2 Magdas, so even if they kill one here, even if they do, the Usher of the Fallen, goodbye Usher of the Fallen, I don't want you around. I really don't. But we're getting down with the Magda here. And we still do have the Dragonfire, so no matter what they put down, we can just shoot it down. Like this Luminarch Aspirant. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, we even got a Draconic Intervention here, which is very sweet. Very freaking sweet, not gonna lie. But we are shooting down this freaking thing here. So, now we do have 3 mana. I wish we had 1 more, but we don't. We do not have 1 more. But yeah, we will have very soon. We will have very soon, because we have another Magda, the Clarion Spirit, alrighty, and a Cold Spell Cleric. So, We have to make a tough freaking choice here. A tough freaking choice here. The Dean of the Bugbear, that is very good. That is very good. That means that we can attack in here, make ourselves another freaking treasure. They will block. That is fine with me. Actually fine with me. We will make ourselves another Magda. So now in our graveyard, we do have the Dragon's Fire. So they would need like another freaking Luminarch Aspirant or a Cold Spell Cleric to be very freaking obnoxious. But we will find out about that. We will freaking find out about that. So, just attacking in with that one. That is actually fine with me. Actually freaking fine with me. We found an Akoum. We found a freaking Akoum, but we cannot play it here. So we're doing this now. I mean, we can do it all over again next turn. But right now we are looking A-okay. We are looking A-okay. All we need is one more land to be very happy. Just one more land to be very freaking happy. And we will find out if we can find it. Would be sweet. Would be very sweet. Just one land to be super happy. Because then we can attack in with the Magda. Alright, they're putting on some pressure here. Got to respect it. But we aren't. We aren't respecting it at all. Not at all. So, what you doing here though? What are you doing here though? We have a Seize the Spoils. That is also very nice. Very freaking nice, to be honest. And we are using it. I mean, maybe we even find some removal. It would be very sweet. We found another Akoum. That is so good. That is actually so freaking good. Alrighty. So we are chilling here. I mean, if we can find a land next turn, we are super good. We are super freaking good if we can find a land next turn. And I mean, we only found 5 lands until now, so the possibility is very high. And worst case, we can still wipe the freaking board. We can still freaking wipe it. So. Alright, they are getting in for some damage here. And maybe we are also just wiping the board. We will find out. So, if we take 6 here, and then we do wipe the board in the worst case. Yeah, I think the Magda needs to block here, sadly. Sadly, Magda, you need to go. But if we find a land here, well, we didn't. Did not find a land. But we found a Moraug. But are we dead if we play it here? I'm afraid that we are. I'm very afraid that we are. I will have to push the button here. Where is my mouse? So first off, I'm attacking in. First off, I am attacking in. It's a 7. We're making another of those. So yeah, maybe they're even blocking. And then we can make another decision, maybe. We will find out. Alright. They're blocking here. We're getting in for 3. And, if we put down the Moraug now, they will have 2, 4. So 2 we cannot block at all. 4 we can block here. So that means that, they still get in for 2, 4, 6. For 6. We cannot activate this. But they could get in for a little bit more. But I think it is totally freaking worth it. Because if we draw a land next turn, we can freaking turn this around. We can freaking turn this around. All we need is one land. All we need is one freaking land. Because then we get in for 7. And then we get in for a lot more. So, they're choosing to get in with the dragon here. That is a wise decision, to be honest. A wise freaking decision. But all we need is one land. Oh, we freaking got the one land. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. Alright. We are getting rid of this one. They can't do anything about it. Cannot do anything about it. So, we are getting in there for 7. Then we're playing our land. And getting in there for 8. Holy freaking smokes. Oh, aggressive, good game. Oh, that must feel so bad. That must feel so bad getting beaten like this. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. So we still have to achieve the dream though. We still have to achieve the dream. But survival is of utmost importance. Well, we kinda did before. We kinda did in the first game. We had the Moraug together with the Inferno of the Star Mount. That was very good. Takuro Kamiya. Arigato gozaimasu for playing with me. So we're going first. We have the season spoil. All we need is one land. All we need is one single land to be happy. Because then we can seize the spoils. And we can play down our Delina, which is very good. So please, one land. One land. Seems to be the theme of today. Well, we found one land. Are we pushing the button? I don't think we are. I think having the Dragon's Fire here is way more important. Way more importante. So no matter what they're putting down, we can get rid of it. Alright. And we are. We are getting rid of that. Decline. So please, please game, give me a land here. Give me a land. Oh, it is a land, but sadly it is this kind of land. So yeah, but we're still doing it here. We are still pushing the button. And we also have the Draconic Intervention still rock and rolling. So yeah, that is good for a later. It is good for a later. So I'm afraid that they might fight this if we get it on the field. We only have the Dragonfire in there for now. So let's do this. So that we can get in there with the Delina next turn. Seems pretty good to me. Pretty good to me. Alright, they're pushing the button themselves. Gotta respect it. Got to freaking respect it. But if we find some more land here, we are very happy. We're very freaking happy. Alright, we did find some land. That is very good. That is very, very good. So that means that we can... I mean, maybe we're super lucky. Who knows? Who knows? But at least she will get at least... Well, we didn't get super lucky. We didn't get super lucky. But we're still in it. So, if they're not blocking here, it is what it is. It is what it freaking is. But maybe they don't have a fight spell even. But they do. They're looking at my Delina. They do have a fight spell. Alright, this was bound to happen sooner or later that we don't have what we need right away. It is what it is. It is what it freaking is. There comes the fight spell. Yep. Just as I thought. Just as I freaking thought. So they're getting in there for 9 here. Another Ranger class. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Not good. Not good. Also, they're drawing a card here, which is also very annoying. So is there anything we can do here? Is there anything we can do? Well, we can attack in with the Inferno of the Star Mount, but that is kind of it. So let us try at least to find something. But yeah, losing against one of the top decks of the meta doesn't even feel too bad. Does not even feel too bad. I mean, we had a nice run until now. It was bound to happen sooner or later. So yeah, everything was nice until now. So let's give him the good game and get out of here. Not wasting my time against mono green. Maybe I should have kept my one removal that I had. But it was too good to just use right away. It was too good. Baby, get to roll the dice. I don't even know if that's a song, but I'm gonna sing it anyway. We're up against Kanoko. And yeah, they're on 99%. They want to go into the numbers. Maybe we can prevent them. We are going first. I kind of like the hand. Kind of like it, because we have the Barbarian Class into the Magda, into a Frostbite. So yeah, as long as we can make ourselves some treasures, we're super happy. They don't have a turn 1 play. Love to freaking see it. Love to freaking see it. So, also we can now push this onto level 2, then 3. So that is also very good. That means that the next Magda that comes in will get a treasure 1 bajillion%. Alright, a blue land. With the evolving... Oh, we're up against dragons. Yep, was bound to happen sooner or later to encounter those dragons. But yeah, it is still okay. It is still a-okay. So we're getting in there for the damage. And then next turn we will have the Magda. They might have a, I forgot the name. Oh, they're using an expressive iteration. That is kind of okay to me. That is kind of very okay to me. I just hope they don't put down a red source. If they're putting down a red source, this means that they have... Okay, well, what? Oh, they're Grixis dragons. They are Grixis freaking dragons. Annoying. Pretty annoying, but not the end of the world annoying. Alright. I think we're doing this now. We're still making ourselves the treasures. And we can still, you know, put down another Magda next turn. And then still have enough treasures to find ourselves a dragon if we need to. So it's still looking a-okay right now. It is still looking a-okay. Sadly, we cannot get a Moraug. Alright, yeah, you can do that. You can freaking do that. That is actually fine with me. Alright, so if we're doing this now, we didn't find a land. Did not find it. But that is alright. We're still putting down the Magda here. We still have to seize the spoils in the worst case later. So, yeah. Getting in there for some damage seems pretty a-okay. Do they have another one though? That is the questions. But if they do, we still have the Inferno of the Star Mount ready to rock and roll in their face. So that is pretty good. It is pretty good. They would kind of need to do something here now. And if they do, we can still attack in with the Magda. Shoot whatever they have, because they would need like one more mana. Their Galisad Prismari. That is kind of exactly what I was hoping for. Because now that means that we can attack in, shoot it with the Frostbite. We even have a Moraug here. That is pretty good. But I still think that it is better just to put down the Inferno of the Star Mount here. And, yeah. Make another treasure. Use the, seize the spoils to draw ourselves some cards. Seems pretty good. I mean, why the heck not? If they're blocking the Magda here, I'm kind of okay with that. I still have to seize the spoils. Maybe I'm also using the Frostbite to get rid of the Galisad Prismari. And I think I am. Because we still have enough mana for a Moraug, and we are bound to find a land sooner or later. So, maybe we can live the dream once more. We will freaking see. They would have to have something very nice here. Very nice. If they don't have a removal for my Inferno of the Star Mounts, we beat freaking Grixis dragons with the freaking craziness. And we did! We beat the Grixis dragons with the freaking craziness. Oh, baby, we both were stuck on lands. We are both stuck on lands. But I had more treasures. Alright, we're up against Ernest. And yeah, we're looking pretty a-okay right now. We are going first. We have the Dragon's Fire, we have the Draconic Intervention, we have the Barbarian Class. So no matter what happens, we are okay. We're okie-dokie, artichoke. We're up against Mono Green. Okay, we're not okay. I repeat, we're not okay. Not okay anymore. So we're putting down another Barbarian Class. So now we just need to find some cards. If we now can find some cards, we're super happy. But for now, we're not looking too good. The Swarm Shambler, that is actually fine with me. And that is also very good, because that means that we have a target for the Dragonfire. And now we can deal 2 damage to each creature that will be coming on the field. Let's just hope that we are able to. If they're putting down a Troll, there's not much we can do, but we drew a lot of lands here. So Mono Green gets us real good. Mono Green gets us real freaking good. Alright, they're not doing anything. Like to see it. Like to freaking see it. So let's try. Let's freaking try. I mean, they would need like another snow-covered land here to be very freaking annoying. And yeah, maybe they don't have it. Maybe they do not have it. And we can push this onto level 3 next turn if we want to. So yeah, let's just do our freaking best. Let's just do... I mean, this is the dream. This is kind of the dream. So they could still fight here. They could still fight. Don't you get me wrong. They could still freaking fight. But maybe this one time Mono Green doesn't have the fight spell in their hand. Oh, and it really looks like they don't. Really Looks like they don't have it. Love to freaking see it. Love to freaking see it. So maybe we can just get in there for ultimate damage. Who knows? Who freaking knows? So, come on. 15. 15. Yes, that is one of them. Alright. Take action. Yes, I want to. Oh man, that's it. That is it. Alright. But we're putting a lot of counters on these creatures. So that is very good. All of them now have menace. I mean, it's not enough to kill them. But it is a lot of damage. It is a lot of damage still. So. All we need to do is to survive for one turn here. One singular turn. And we're kinda good. If they cannot kill us this turn. If they don't have a fight spell. This is 5. 6. They might have a land. Which means this is... Okay. Alright. But is it enough? Is it enough? If they don't have a fight spell here, we freaking live. We freaking live. Holy smokes. Can't really be attacking in. Oh, they aren't attacking in even. They aren't even attacking in. But we are. We are attacking in with everything we've got. Alright. Did we get our revenge on Mono Green? Did we now? Did we now? Come on. All I need is one high roll. Oh ho ho ho, baby, we got the high roll. We got the freaking high roll. Oh ho, maybe even 2 now. Even freaking 2 now. Yes, yes, give it to me. Oh, and they just scoop. Oh man, high roll to victory. The one time they didn't have to fight spell. Thank you so much. Patrons, members, it is shadow time. Get 'em, rolling up them dice. Oh yeah, the time to roll up anything else are over. That is why today a little ragged number for you guys and gals. Thank you so very freaking much for each and every one who's on this awesome list, for supporting the channel, going the extra mile to become a patron or a member. I really freaking appreciate it. So I want to thank each and every one of you. Starting with my Zedru the Great-Hearted, as per usual, we have Randy Campbell, John, Chris Stevens, John Cooley, Automaton, Vincy MH, and Vicky White. Thank you so much for supporting the channel as a Zedru the Great-Hearted. Then we have our Goldspan Dragons that were represented in today's deck. We have Waffles, Randy aka Donald T, Floriander Scott, Jan Newman, Simster65, Anthony, Tim Clanny, William Whitehead, and Enrico Colombaroli. I hope you're okay with me pronouncing your name that Italian way, but I love it. And then a huge freaking thank you to our Nico Polis, God Pharaohs, Earl, Chris Katowski, and Grandoffs. You guys are freaking amazing. I really appreciate each and every one of you going the extra mile. If you want to go the extra mile, there's a button down below the video. Check it out. There's also a link for the Patreon. Yeah, in the description. And if you can't go the extra mile because you don't have any hard cash, don't you worry about it. Tweet, sour chat. There's always other ways to support the channel, like subscribing. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just a little click below the video, ringing that bell, leaving a like, sharing the video with your friends helps me out so freaking much. So thank you each and every one of you who made it possible to be at 3,800 in this short amount of time. I really freaking appreciate it. But yeah, holy smokes, what was today's deck? The insanity. The freaking insanity. I loved it. I really freaking loved it. It was so crazy. It was so much fun. And I really hope that you enjoyed it as well. Because holy smokes, the first game, and later on the game against Mono Green, so good. We only lost one single game with this crazy jank. It shows you how good the freaking Draconic Intervention is in this deck. And yeah, maybe you could have one bigger spell in here. Maybe. But what would you get yourself? What would you cut? Maybe cut the Dragon's Fire for the one that you can discard that costs 8. I forgot the name. But the one that you can discard that costs 8 to make yourself a treasure. So for the Draconic Intervention, maybe you have something super big to wipe the big boy boards. But yeah, today was a very fun day. I played the Orzhov deck before. I now played this to play some jank finally on this 2022 queue. It was about time, and I was sure that my first janky deck would be with Moraug, and here he is. Oh, The Fury of Akoum. So good. So freaking good. So thank you guys so very freaking much for tuning in today. I hope you had fun. Tomorrow I will be back home making another fresh new video for a day, being a little bit more refreshed. It will be Sunday. Oh, so beautiful. I'm MTG Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.